My top fight as your representative in Congress, fighting for our veterans and fighting for our waterways. Now when it comes to our waterways, it is critical to our public health, our environment, and our economy. Now every 2 years, this fight, it culminates in a big national bill called the Water Resources and Development Act. This year, that bill has nearly a dozen provisions that I wrote to protect Florida waterways. Here's one of our big wins. I don't think there's anybody more familiar with the devastating impacts from toxic discharges. They're not only damaging because they contain toxic algal blooms, but also because of the freshwater infusion into our brackish estuary. It kills plant life, it harms animals, it destroys the environment. Now to prevent these toxic discharges, we all know that the water's got to go south of Lake Okeechobee, mimic that natural flow. You may remember that 2 years ago in the Water Resources and Development Act of 2018, I wrote a provision that demanded the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers totally revamp how they manage Lake Okeechobee. That process, that revamp, is known as the Lake Okeechobee System Operating Manual. It's being worked on now. Now in the Water Resources and Development Act of 2020, we built on that provision by requiring that as a part of the Lake Okeechobee System Operating Manual, the Army Corps must, quote, seek to minimize discharges to the estuaries, i.e. they have to seek to not dump crappy water out of Lake Okeechobee filled with toxic algal blooms into our coastal estuaries, including they have to consider a complete prohibition on discharges from Lake Okeechobee altogether out to the St. Lucie estuary, demanding that the Army Corps must seek to reduce discharges to our estuaries. It is a huge victory, and now our fight continues. Build on that momentum. Continue the fight for zero discharges and getting all of that water sent to the south. To learn more, visit mast.house.gov/WRDA.